The Quran never calls Jacob's descendants Bani Yaqub, but instead consistently calls them Bani Israel, a term drawn from a sacred Hebrew title meaning one who strives with God or God rules. This choice is deliberate and full of meaning. In the tribal culture of Arabia at the time, a people would normally be identified by the personal name of their ancestor, as in Bani Hashim or Bani Qurayza. Such names marked bloodline and lineage. If the Quran had wanted to emphasize mere genealogy, it could easily have said Bani Yaqub. Instead, by using Bani Israel, it frames the identity not as purely biological, but as covenantal and moral. In Quranic terms, Bani Israel refers to a community entrusted with God's law, bound by a sacred covenant. This identity can include believers who are not Jacob's physical descendants if they enter into that covenant by faith. Likewise, it can exclude those from Jacob's line by blood who abandon the path of God. This makes the label both more inclusive and more demanding. It is not a guaranteed privilege, but a responsibility that must be upheld. The Quran addresses Bani Israel in many different tones, sometimes with honor, praising their faithfulness, at other times with rebuke, warning them when they break the covenant. By never attaching the community name to Yaqub, the Quran also keeps Jacob's personal image distinct. He remains the model of patience and righteousness, while the community is judged on its own actions. This distinction has major implications for modern discussions. In some Christian Zionist interpretations, such as those popularized by the Scofield Reference Bible, Israel is taken to mean the modern state of Israel. And Genesis 12:3, "I will bless those who bless you, and curse those who curse you," is applied to political support for that state. But the Quranic usage shows that Israel is a prophetic title for Jacob, and Bani Israel refers to a covenant community whose standing with God depends on faith and obedience, not ethnicity or political power. In short, in the Quranic view, blessing or cursing Israel is not about endorsing or opposing a modern government. It is about one's relationship to God's covenant and truth. This careful choice of language, Bani Israel instead of Bani Yaqub, reeks of a deeper of Bani Yaqub, reminds us that divine favor is conditional and that the true measure is faithfulness to God, not ancestry or political identity.